Little motion now from the tight end. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. In motion left comes Williams. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Green, the tight end, in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Williams, a man in motion right. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Fight it. And Freeman lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Green, the tight end, in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Allen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They're going to look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for you.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run with Allen. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Carry for Allen. Always got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 13 yards that time at a first. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On third down, Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive starts with a run by Allen, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Vernon Butler busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They toss to Freeman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got room. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Allen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnett. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars that have scored to grab the lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A solid run on first down. of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down following the run. Now it's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, that's Freeman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the back goes into motion. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The swing pass caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
To throw is Ryan. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. A win would be their first of the young season. On 3rd down. That's Freeman, and he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw again. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, Ryan buying time to his left. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Ryan on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Barnett. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.